You know what they say about bananas with two skins? They're double peeling characters. My mom doesn't love me. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carbine64 back at it with another Minecraft mod review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Minecraft vs. Zombie... Wait. Hold on, getting a call. Hello?
2 hours later.
Okay, I'll call you later. So apparently this is the wrong thing.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't lie to me. As a kid, you definitely imagined playing a game called Minecraft vs. Zombies. After all, both PvZ and Minecraft came out in the same year, both became international mega hits with millions of fans to this day, and Minecraft has zombies in it. Putting 2 and 2 together is so easy, you could even say, it's a no-brainer. Thank you. But while most of us gave up making our dream games as quickly as we started, there is always some crazy person out there who never stopped believing. This is Minecraft vs. Zombies 2, a Unity fan game created by Querzor, a Chinese guy that's been in development for over 10 years. It's number 2 because there was indeed an MVZ1, but 2 is the one YouTube comments told me to play, so that's the one I played. And long story short, whatever you think a game called Minecraft vs. Zombies 2 is like, take all of that and toss it out the window, because you are not ready. Massive spoiler warning, obviously, so if you want to play it by yourself first, drop out now, links in the description. And so, without further ado, let's go. If I told you to think of Minecraft block combinations that would be analogous to PvZ plants, you'd probably do better than this, honestly. The sun equivalent in this game is redstone, and obviously, they come out of furnaces. Okay. The pea shooter is a dispenser on a fence that spits out arrows, the walnut is an obsidian, and potato mine is a TNT with a pressure plate on it. Oh, and their alternative to natural sunlight is a cute little mining thing over here. Okay, so it's not exactly faithful to actual Minecraft, but just hold on a second. After the tutorial, crazy villager Dave, say hi to Dave, shows us a treasure map, which leads to the mystical world of Gensokyo. Okay. Yo, yeah. Folks, that is the universe in which the Touhou Project games take place. Touhou is a series of games created by an old Japanese man called Zune that very few people actually play. But thanks to Zune's extremely open license about the characters and music, millions of fan albums, fan games, and other fan projects have been created, some even reaching mainstream popularity, cementing Touhou as an essential pillar of the internet for over 2 decades. Our developer friend Querzor just so happens to be a colossal fan of Touhou, so much so that he contributed to the Reverie mod for the Binding of Isaac, which, as you can guess, adds Touhou stuff. And as you'll soon see, Touhou's grasp on Minecraft vs. Zombies 2 is very tight. Following that introduction, we immediately enter nighttime, and it now says this world is called Halloween. After the very easy 2-1 equivalent level, we get the tiny little puff shroom dispenser, and we're greeted by... Say hello to this lady, apparently an original character based on Touhou but not from it. She is the guardian of this ghoulish, Halloweenish realm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the game officially jumps the shark, and the absurdity will only grow from here. If you clicked on this video for both Minecraft and PvZ in one, you can freely go watch something else and I won't hate you too much. But for anyone else that can stand a little bit of hacky crossover fanfiction, stick around and you will be rewarded. Okay. Chapter 1. The key. 铁环. Anyway, did you know this game has plant food? MVZ2 takes a lot of inspiration from PVZ2, and these star shards are among them. Star shards are unique and stupid in that they change sprite every single world. Why? And another thing, they're apparently so important for playing hard mode that you'll obtain multiple plants later whose only purpose is to generate star shards. I'm not thrilled by that design choice, but since I'm playing hard mode, I'll have to get used to it, I guess. Never mind, turns out having no lawnmowers is a real kick in the nuts. Back to normal I go. Days 3 and 4 are where the game really begins to show its distinction from the regular Plants vs. Zombies games, starting with the Moonlight sensor. They're similar to Sunshrooms in the fact that they grow stronger after a few minutes, but they give energies straight up instead of through drops. The next plant you get is a glowstone, which emits light, but not to clear any fog, but to weaken the ghosts. One of this game's strong points is how it clearly lists the different properties of each plant and zombie in the almanac, including what they're strong and weak against. Glowstone is luminous, loyal, and fail-proof, meaning it'll light up a room, will never betray you, and will never let you down. Everyone needs a friend like Glowstone. Ghosts, meanwhile, only take 10% damage in their ethereal form, but will lose it when the light touches them. It's natural that different zombies are weak to different things, but clear documentation is highly appreciated, especially when we're dealing with unknown quantities, such as these stone statues that come to life. I'd never guess they'd be weak to a piston. The last plant I'll show you is visually my favorite one in the entire game, Soul Pumpkin. This thing eats whatever plant that's placed in front of it, but in return shoots these awesome blue fires that deal great damage. I love the clock meter on the side indicating how much juice it has left. It's so clean. Now check out the evocation. Oh! Using a plant food is called evoking, by the way. There are more plants in zombies, but I won't make it a point to list all of them because there are just too many. Feel free to download this game for free in the description if you want to see everything for yourself. As for me, I've reached the boss fight. The boss levels of each world are in day 11, and all of them start out as regular old conveyor belt stages, and then... What? What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! A fucking tall-ass boss that jumps around all wily and shoots bullets out of his face. But that's not all. Okay. Ooh! Super skeleton! What the hell? Holy shit! Làm mọi thứ đóng băng. Oh my god. Oh, but I'm TNT. There's a second phase in a Plants vs. Zombies boss fight. What a world we live in. He gains the ability to zap my plants and disable them, but it's not that big of a deal and we beat him quite easily. Boom! You can clearly tell that a ton of time and effort was spent on making the bosses look, feel, and sound as cool as possible. And I'm happy to report that this is the least awesome boss out of all of them. Chapter 1 complete. Ooh. Thế giới ảo. Right. I was a bit too focused on telling you about the mechanics that I ignored what will make up literally half of the game, the story. Yes, this game seeks to not only provide a fun and unique Plants vs. Zombies experience with a Minecraft coat of paint, it's also to engage you in a coming-of-age fantasy drama, the likes of which the world has never seen. Chapter 1 did not have much story because we were still stuck in the Minecraft realm and trying to reach Gensokyo. This lady says she had a magical key that can transport us to a dream world which will connect us to even more worlds, but that it was stolen by the monsters. We of course have dealt with those monsters, and now we reach the dream world. An island with my house on it floating in the pink sky. I wish my dreams looked like this. They're usually more like... You can see a house with a big ass pool in the backyard, a headstone next to a tree, okay, and clocks melting a la Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory. I'm glad I caught that immediately. As you can see, this is a pool world, but said pool is a square in the middle of the lawn instead of 2 lanes that span the entire lawn. Check out that water shader though. You can tell it's just a solid picture that looks like this, with a wobbly noise pattern and glowing rice bits that fly forward, but it looks great. I also love the Nyan Cat lawnmowers and the smiling sun in the distance. Really tells me that this is going to be a cutesy world full of joy and wonder. Oh, what the hell? Oh, besides that, this lady seems to take umbrage with our trespassing though. Her name is Doremi, and yes, she did map everything will freeze. She is the Dream World's administrator and says that someone in Gensokyo has been dreaming about me, Minecraft Steve. Dave couldn't believe I had a cute monster girlfriend, but I quickly shut that down. No, I don't. I'm talking? Minecraft Steve is talking. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Steve talks a lot. The first person player character will be speaking and even telling us his thoughts. Quite a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him. Because as far as I know, a vast majority of good games use silent player characters, and ones that do talk need to be very confident in their ability to carry the game's personality.
Captain, they are a bizarre alien race that find Adam Sandler funny.
Oh my god!
We'll see if Steve can pull that off. Another feature of this game is the artifact system, which is like a trinket that slightly helps you for completely free. It sounds cool, but in practice, I just picked the ones that gave me more starting sun. All the other ones just seem too gimmicky and situational, whereas everyone knows money equals power. Let's talk about some plants that I used. There's the Dry Venser that you upgrade by placing another one on top of it for a maximum of 5 shots per volley, the Sylvenser that pierces fleshy enemies if they don't have their helmets on, and the coolest of all, the Gravity Pad. I initially thought it was simply a zombie slowing device, which it is, but it also lowers projectiles closer to the ground in order to hit those pesky cave spiders. I love when things that seem simple actually have synergies with a lot of other stuff. It's a type of depth present in a lot of games I really enjoy. Doremi then tells us that this place is not only a dream, it's your dream, and you have a vivid memory of seeing this gravestone, meaning someone important to you likely passed away. Interesting. After level 5, Dave decides to ask Doremi what the deal is with those random blackouts during stages. But she doesn't know what we're talking about. What are you talking about? The sky turns dark? That's unbelievable. What? But I've never seen that kind of pitch black. I can't see the darkness. Could it be? That thing! It's that thing. I thought there was nothing abnormal here. My eyes have been deceived all this time. You two stay here, don't move. I will go find that thing. I guess something else must have done that, but we're not sure what it is yet. I bet it's some kind of yokai turning off the lights, or maybe Steve became lucid and we almost... What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this? Okay, number 1, who in their right mind would think of something like this? And number 2, why does it work so well? Everything functions exactly like it should. The ball physics feel good, and you can even upgrade to add more balls or extend the paddle. If PvZ3 becomes like a real game, they have got to add this. It's a no-brainer. No, not now, not now. After completing it, we get this game's cactus equivalent and... Right. Doremi, what happened to you? She now has a Dragon Ball. You too. Get out of here. It's coming. Who did this to you? It was Nightmare. Doremi. At that moment, the whole dream world lost its color and would be a sight I'd never forget. Oh! Oh! The evil skull water ripples with pain and rage. Folks, I would be lying if I said I expected blood and gore in a game called Minecraft vs. Zombies 2, but God, I love it. This is straight up one-to-one to some 13-year-old kid's Plants vs. Zombies creepypasta. The swimming pool ripples with blood filled with the skulls of the dead. The clouds are full of human eyes looking back at you. The fucking Square Sun and Nyan Cats both have blood coming out of their eyes. God damn it. After level 7, Doremi then tells us that she's been blinded by a curse, presumably inflicted by the last thing she ever saw. An evil, shadowy horse that glows red, called Nightmare. Her condition is worsening, and her life force is dwindling by the minute. Anyway, this Tiki Totem is pretty sick. It's got 2 layers. Top one is a normal long-range shot that makes fleshy zombies deal no damage, and the bottom one is a flamethrower that can shoot low enemies like spiders and ignite gas. I just stuck to using it because it's one of the most consistent damage dealers, with 1 column of cactus in the back to deal with flying gas. Flying enemies in this game are genuinely dangerous, by the way. Gas can shoot fireballs that melt your plants in seconds. We'll see more of them later. For now though, Doremi wanted us to simply take the key and leave, saving ourselves. Steve says hell the fuck no, he's not gonna leave someone in danger behind, and he promises to take out Nightmare if it's the last thing he'll ever do. Well, I guess we're in it now, and after a few more easy levels, we finally face off against Nightmare. Oh no, the spider's face on the side of his body is bleeding. It's so scary. Alright. Whoa! There's no way. Why is he standing in the fucking... What the fuck? Why is he in this stupid pose? Yeah, that is Slender Man standing in the fucking free kick pose with no legs. He does nothing on his own, but will give us a choice of 3 curses. Of course, you have no idea what any of them do, so good luck. I chose the one that changes all my plant slots, which was really not nice, as it can literally snatch plants from my hand. Still, the boss wasn't all that tough, but seeing fucking Slender Man as a PvZ boss fight is unreal. It's like perfectly in the uncanny valley and... Oh no. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Click to stop the crushing wall. What? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? No. You're... What is that? What is that? What is this? What? Why? You're joking me. I have no idea what this thing is, but you now have to constantly click to avoid getting crushed by the spikes. It's not that hard, just remember to not have speed up enabled or you will be overwhelmed. There it is! Boom. Killing Nightmare also rids Doremi of her curse. She congratulates us for our heroic efforts and has one important thing to say. That grave you see right there? That comes from Steve's distant memory, even before villager Dave started to adopt him. Someone very important to us must have been buried there. But spoiler alert, we won't get to know. Chapter 2 complete. Oh, it's 3 skulls. Chapter 3. The Dependency. Ooh. Oh boy. I gotta be honest in saying I am not used to mixing lore into my regular format of gameplay analysis, so I'm sorry if this video feels clunky. I'm working on it. Anyway, after that tough boss fight, we ought to go to the shop to upgrade and regroup. But who's this? Eek! What? The shopkeeper is scared of us because we're block people just like the zombies. After we calmed her down, she told us her name was Tokiko, and she's been running this shop in place of someone named Rinosuke, who disappeared a few years ago and hasn't been heard from since. Another spoiler alert, we will never see Rinosuke. The shop itself becomes an important location in the story because it's our base of operations. But I never really bought very much from the shop itself because they were really expensive and require you to play survival. I'm not gonna do that. But moving on, welcome to Shining Needle Castle. This place is upside down, so the level gimmick is that it's roof, but inverted. Normal projectiles won't work like this, so we need new plants that roll stuff downhill. Hi, this is Editing Carbine. They work fine. The wooden dropper rolls consistent balls downhill for 100 sun. It's an alright plant, but I still ended up using a lot of the free— Whoa! Shit! Yeah, the gimmick is that the screen gets flipped every flag by this satellite thing. It's kind of funny looking, but it doesn't really harm the player much at all. What will definitely harm the player if they're not careful are these guys, the mesmerizers. They'll hypnotize your plants to shoot at themselves and block projectiles if you don't cover them in a light source, such as glowstone. However, I found that the best way to combat this is just by using spikes more often. Regular plants can turn around and fight their friends, but what the hell are spikes gonna do? Actually, don't answer that. This is Seija. She's a bad girl, as seen by her horns and how she looks like Sonic. Of course, we know this already. You're Seija. Oh yeah, right. Hope the floor isn't too uncomfortable there, Dave. You're Seija. How did you— What? How do you just know? Steven, me. How do I just know that? It's—
Look! G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man! Yay! Those shows existed!
Yeah, this happens a lot. Steve just straight up says these characters' names like he's in a self-insert fanfiction where he gets isekai'd into his favorite game. Wait. Well, regardless, it really undermines any suspension of disbelief I maybe could have had for this game's plot, but it's a fan game. Whatever. The second person we meet is this 1-inch tall girl called Shidmyo Maru Sukuna, an inchling. Apparently her and her kind were captured by wither skeletons and put into jars, and it's up to us to help them, I guess. Anyway, check out level 6. We all know about the small zombies level in World 3 of Plants vs. Zombies, but what about big fucking zombies? They paired up super-sized iron helmets with wither skeleton berserkers that explode on death. The level itself was easy, but it makes me wonder why they never did a giant zombie level in any normal PvZ. Oh, hi, Seija. Something seems different about you. Life will end, all will wither. Seija! Can you hear me? Seija! I knew it! She's been controlled! Please, Steve, you have to save her. You have to have a way to free her from the mind control. Oh shit, okay, it is a boss. Aw, shit! It's a mini-boss! And she's so fucking fast, what the hell? Seija flies all over the screen spraying projectiles and immobilizing plants left and right, leaving us hopelessly weak to the zombie onslaught. Then someone in my chat told me I had speed up on, which makes it much harder for no reason. Oh. Restart! So, let's strategize. The first zombie waves were really easy, so we need only worry about Seija. I'd noticed that she was standing firmly on the ground, and as we know, spikes cannot be hypnotized or destroyed by projectiles. Another plant worth considering is the Stone Dropper. It shoots rocks that can push enemies back onto the spikes for big damage. Finally, we use pumpkins to protect those Stone Droppers from Sage's teleporting bullshit, and glowstone to stop manipulation. And now, time for revenge. Okay, yeah, slow it down. Oh, that's her health. Holy shit. Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, there it is. Bang! It's easy. Done. There were some doubters in chat, but I silenced all of them with my genius. Apparently, while manipulating Seija, a mesmerizer had used her ability to flip gravity and hang on the fucking ceiling. And of course we didn't see it at all, because we're TF2 players obviously. We eventually forgive Seija and refocus our efforts on defeating the common enemy. But before that, I got to talk about my favorite plant of the game, Tesla Coil. Yes, dude! Tesla coils in real life create electric arcs that will jump all over the place and hit anything that comes near. These guys do the same thing. They hit zombies even 3 lanes away, dealing great damage. Not to mention, they can even hit flying enemies and have an incredible plant food effect. Tesla coil, go! Ultimate power. Unfortunately, the arcs don't jump between enemies like Lightning Reed from PvZ2, but Tesla coil is plenty powerful enough, and it stayed in my loadout for the rest of the game. After level 10, the Wither Skeletons handed us a challenge. By Wither's fury, the human profane the sacred death. When armored steeds storm thy walls, thy bones shall— Yeah, we're fighting the Wither. Check out these paw screens. Oh my god. Alright, that's all of them. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Wither itself was fine. First phase was barely noticeable. Second phase did get kinda spicy though. Of course it shoots explosive skulls, but it also spawns bed-wearing Wither skeletons. And what do beds do in the Nether? Oh! Still, Tesla coils and my stockpile of bulk discounted plant food swiftly took care of whatever was left of the 3-headed monster. Okay, right here. Right here. Boom! Yes! All right. Boom! Destruction. Sukuna thanks us for our help, but says that unfortunately, she can't return to the Inklings as she's caused too much trouble. She grows big or something, gives us a magic mallet that we'll never use, and we bid her farewell. All in all, this chapter was alright, but I'd be lying if I said it was one of my favorites. The screen flipping gimmick is fun but very ineffective, and the Wither boss was fine, but frankly, I don't think anything can top the World 2 boss. Also, I really didn't care about Shin Miyomaru's problems, because we get her story secondhand and she talks way too much. But we'll get to that later. Chapter 3 complete.